Shout out to the God Turk, Supreme Clientele Radio. Diablo, SR the General, full blast the beat God. Graff Champs, yeah, Graff Champs, Graff Champs, yeah, Graff Champs. Shout out the 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 Graff Champs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tune in to Graff Champs. We appreciate the love and support for all the Graff Camps. The most amazing and iconic artists out here smashing it from the train yards to the rooftops to the storefronts, highways catching wreck. SR the General, he be going crazy, bro, from his Instagram account, Supreme Clientele Radio. Interviewing all the icons, the ones that led the way. Salute to all the fallen legends, the ones that set the stage. Moment of silence, let us remember those. Peace. Whether they family or they were friend or foe. Hate them or love them, let's show them some respect. Major contribution in hip-hop, Graff Champs to the death. Ready and willing, never scared to fry. Never. Chancing the odds of getting up, prepared to rise. Super talented vandals, never scared to die. Let's show them love while they breathing. Go ahead and share the life, share the life. So tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Interviews are dope from the start up to the end. To the end. Let's show him love and call it glory time. Repost his post on your post, share his post up on your storyline. We Graff Champs. We out.
Here we go. My bad. Yo, it happened a few times already. Technical difficulties, you know?
I know. Every time I see it, it goes like this. But yo, man, I want to give a quick salute to my man Deck, man. Word up before we start anything. Yo, nigga was a fucking legend in my fucking eyes, you know. Nigga tore shit up back in the fucking 80s, early 80s and shit. You know, he's always been an inspiration to me also. So, you know, I just want to salute my man, bro. Salute you, Deck, bro. I miss you, bro.
That's crazy how his impact went from his era to your era and then to my era also and beyond. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Man, that's sick. Been killing it, bro.
I just want to say in Graff Champs fashion from the beginning, first off, tell everybody who the fuck you is, bro. Talk your shit real quick.
I am motherfucking GA, bro. GA1 NSK Friends. U5 Friend, Chapter 4. No Joke Squad. I'm here, bro. I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? We can tear this shit down.
Thank you for coming to Graff Champs, yo. Like I said, this one is an honor for me because it's home team. You know what I'm saying? Grew up idolizing all of y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
Now try to mimic all the moves that y'all do because everything was like legendary. It's like I want to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so. Bro. Thank you. I needed to have you on here so you could talk your shit and everybody could fucking recognize. You know what I mean? We're going to start from the beginning. Graff Champs fashion, yo. How did GA NSK even get into graffiti? How did it start for you?
Bro, oh, man. Well, starting Graff, it started back in like the late 70s. I used to live in Flatbush as a little kid. I used to hang out with this dude named Will. And I don't know, I had like a corny ass tag, but I used to always see him running around with Pilot and shit, you know? And I was walking with him and he taking tags with Pilot. And I don't know, and then I moved into Bushwick. And then I used to live on Grove and Myrtle. So I had the elevated M line going back and forth. So I used to always look out the window and see all these burners and shit and Dowies going on and shit. So I used to be like, damn, that shit, I mean, it started just catching my attention. You know, always just all these colors and shit. And then jumping on the train with Mom Duke, going to RTD's house back in the days when he lived on Ditmars. We used to be like, I used to see the inside all tagged up and bombed and shit. So I used to be like, I used to always just wonder as a fucking little kid, like, how the fuck these guys do all of this shit, you know? Or is it one person or is it a bunch of people or what, you know? So growing up in Bushwick, then I started seeing like, my first inspiration was, tell you the truth, AR, BSK. AR and ATWR.
Wait. Hold up. We can't just take that lightly real quick. Hold up. Because, yo, that A throwy is so brolic.
Fucking what? That's what caught my attention, because just the A, you do the A, and with like these characters inside, like little mean faces and shit, I used to be like, yo, what the fuck, yo? And I used to just, I was like mesmerized, like, wow, like sit there like, what the fuck, them shits is dope. And then AT, and then a couple other heads, like, fucking Heat back in the days, I used to go to 291, and I remember catching them do a Heat piece there, and I'm looking at them, I never went up on them and shit because I was a kid, so, but I seen them rocking that piece on 291 and shit. And I still wasn't writing GA yet. My first tag was like Zap 3 or some shit like that. I remember.
So yep. Your first tag was Zap 3?
Zap 3, some whack crazy shit, yeah.
So what was the year, like the year that you got a tag and was like, all right, I'm gonna do this shit?
Well, Zap 3 was like back in, I think like around 80, 81, around there. Yeah, around that time. Yeah, wow. I didn't know nothing about train yards or layups and nothing still. So I used to just write Zap 3 down the street from my block. Fucking, what was it, 116? 116 on Knickerbocker and Grove. So I used to just take little tags there. That's how I started, just practicing on there, And then back in 84, that's when I really started, like, really bombing and shit.
All right, so wait. So back in, like, let's say, like you said, 80. So now, like, 81, 82, 83, these years that are, like, influencing you, who did you see? Did you see, like, people that you attracted to? Like, oh, I like that nigga shit. I like that nigga shit.
Yeah, it was niggas from the hood. AR, one, RT, AT, WWR crew. Those are the guys that caught my attention all the time. I'm in the hood, and that's all you seen in our hood back in the days. We didn't have pieces really in our hood, We really didn't. Back in, it was just nothing but throwies. PG. May rest in peace, PG. Yeah, man. But I started getting more involved in it, just like, taking tags in the schoolyard and shit like that. And, I don't know, I moved upstate back in like 81 to about 83. 83, I was, upstate New York, living with my aunt, and I was just catching like somebody's backyard and shit, taking tags and spray painting and shit like that, And then when I got back in 84, around 83, 84. That's when I got my tag through my boy DSR. He gave me the tag GA.
GA gave you the tag. Listen, Bushwick is notorious for a lot of 2-letter tag niggas. You're in a K, SR, RT. It goes on and on.
But when I was like, he said, yo, you should write GA. And I was like, yeah, like, the fuck is a GA? He said, gifted artist. Cause I used to draw a lot too. I used to draw a lot of shit. So he goes, you kind of be gifted. So he called me gifted artist. So, at first I was just like, all right. But then I took liking to it. And I was living on Grove, and I just catch like all the little bandit buildings and shit, and on my blog I used to just try to do pieces and throwies and shit, trying to create my style and shit, and then it took off from there, bro. It took off from there. Yeah.
So, all right. So listen. So now in these days, boom. Now you got GA. So are there specific people that you're bombing with, or like what you took it serious from the beginning? Like as soon as you got GA,
I kind of did. And then like the guys up the block from me, up Grove, it was like Piana, OU. At first it was not even OU. It was KOR crew. It was Piana, Biro, and Effect. So we just bombing on our block and shit. Our first layups that we discovered was Canal Street. Canal Street layup. So we used to always say Canal Street layup. Like my first time going there. Bro,
so that was the J train? The J train, or what was it?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. The J train. But before that, my first yard, I remember I had a cousin. He used to hang out with Pizer RE, and Meteor from KO Crew, Kings Only. So I remember that's RTD's brother. So I remember one time I was asking them, yo, can I roll with y'all? And I was a little kid. They looking at me like, hell nah, bro. We get in trouble fucking with you. You know what I mean? So one day I remember they were talking about they was going to the yard, to the J yard. They were going to the J yard. So I was like, all right. And they walked from Wilson Avenue, Wilson and Jefferson, all the way down to Broadway Junction. Bro, I was like a block away from them all the time, just watching. I dipping, diving behind cars so they don't see me. So I remember them going behind Burger King or McDonald's, whatever that shit is. I don't remember. But they went inside into a gate behind there. And I was like, yo, these niggas disappeared. So I found the hole in the gate. Bro, when I first went through the hole and I stood in front of a fucking big ass train, I was just like, what the fuck? Yo, it was my first time in a yard. First time in the yard, bro. And I remember I'm walking around with this little ass marker. And I was like, and bro, I couldn't even do fucking panel downs. I was so short. So I'm taking tags underneath the fucking train thing and shit. It was crazy.
Yo, that's
man, that was my first time, and ever since then, that's where it took off. I was like, fuck it, and then I started hitting the layups with fucking piano in them.
So that was the first time you hit it with piano?
Piano, and Biro. That was my first time really hitting trains. And again, I was short, so I used to do a lot of insides. I used to do mad insides and shit.
Sorry, man. Sorry, my son. Sorry. Okay. All right. So what year was this when you hit your first train?
84.
84. Dang, how old was 84. I in 84? I was like 8 years old or some shit like that. It's crazy.
My first time in the train. And I had a crew called WCC, World Riders Creation. That was before NSK. And I was pushing KOL, Kings Only Rock, some shit like that. Yeah, I was hitting that. And
So did you get pictures? Did you have pictures like from the beginning? Do you take pictures?
Yeah. That was one thing about me. I used to always take pictures from the very beginning because I used to hang out on the rooftop and take pictures of fucking whole carts, top to bottoms, everything that was tough. I used to just catch flicks of. Bro, I had like 20, 25 photo albums just full of Graff. Bro. Yeah. I always took pictures. I always take pictures, always. You know?
Yeah.
And then I love
seeing the old pictures because I never took no pictures. So when I see the old, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. I sent you a picture of a top to bottom, an old GA top to bottom I did. That was like my first top to bottom. And I did that shit in 121 layup.
What about the first time that you fucking ran and seen your shit going by? Do you remember that shit?
I was hyped, nigga. Once I seen my first little ugly ass GA bubble letter and it was just floating, nigga, I was like, oh, it's on from here. It's on. It's like there's no turning back. I gotta go get some more. You know what I mean? It was like a drug. I gotta get some more. You know what I mean? This shit was epic, bro. I was like, yo, once I seen it, I was like, boom. I started writing with one of Deck's little homeboys named EK and Pima. WW. Yeah. And I started writing with them after the piano thing. I started writing with them, and little EK took me to my first M yard. He took me to the M yard, and I remember meeting Deck. I remember Deck was like the king of the M yard back then. You know what I mean? He was king of the M yard. But I mean, M yard belonged to a lot of Bushwick heads. Belonged to BSK. Belonged to WR crew. You know, it's all these writers that was from the hood, our hood. They was killing the M yard. They was killing the M yard. So that was their thing. And you know, again, I was too short to do bubble letters and shit like that, whatever. So I did a lot of insides. I killed insides with EK. Little EK was like king of the insides back in them days. And that was Deck's little man. You know what I mean?
That's what a lot of train bombers that I interview, they say that like they started on the insides.
Yeah.
Catching walk tags. I remember seeing like the real drippy Deck tags too on the inside, bro.
Deck killing the inside. He was killing everything. Inside, outside, he was killing it. You know, and the train stations. He was killing train stations too. Like anywhere from fucking Freshman all the way down.
Yeah.
All the way down, bro. You know? I used to be like, yo, this motherfucker, I didn't know who he was, but I was like, this motherfucker got it. You know, whoever he is, he got it. You know, and so I met him. I was like, yo, I told him too. I was like, bro, you killing these train stations and shit, you know? And the trains. He was rocking that shit. But, yeah,
was he cocky like when you met him? Like, yeah, nigga,
Nah, he wasn't. He was humble. He was cool. Like, I mean, because I met him through EK. So he was humble and shit. He just like, who you are? And he just laughed. Like, I told him I'm too short to be doing bubble letters, you know? So he's always catch me in insides. And every once in a while, me and EK be doing the insides. And we hear shit, we thinking it's fucking Vandal Squad or the word bumps. We turn around, it's him, you know? And he's like, oh, I scared y'all, right? You know, I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, he loved that shit, bro.
So how did NSK come about?
I don't know. I wanted to make a unique crew, like, so I gave WWC to my cousin RTD. I also gave him that tag too, Rated. That was like one of my tags I used to use, like my undercover tag, you want to say, type shit, you know. So I was like, yo, you can take this tag, run with that, take the crew, and I was thinking of crews and shit. So I used to see NSC for. I think they was from Bushwick too. NSC. I think that was RT or BSK people's crew or whatever. But I was like, no self-control. No, I started off with Nonstop Kings. Nonstop Kings. That was, and I ran with that. I said Nonstop Kings. I was just like nonstop ever since. I was like killing the trains and with EK and whoever the fuck wanted to go bombing with me. Because I was addicted. I was really fucking addicted to it. So I was like Nonstop Kings. And then No Self-Control came out later when I got older and shit, you know, made it into a business and music thing and other shit, you know.
So what made you want to get a crew, your own crew from the beginning? Did you feel like it was necessary for you to stand out so it could be like GA, blase, blah?
Yeah. Right. I mean, I didn't really want to push everybody's crew. You know, I was like, if I'm going to do something, I want to push my own crew. You know, everybody, yo, put this crew up, put that crew up. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, okay, once in a while I'll put it up. But I wasn't feeling right. I was like, I need my own shit. You know what I mean? I really need my own shit. And yeah.
So you think that was the equalizer? That was the divider when the NSK came and put the stamp on it?
Yeah, 84 to now, bro, has always been NSK. I mean, I put up people's crews, whatever. I put up WR, put up BSK. You know, I put up my, what is it? WF crew, FX crew, FX. I'm down with Per and them guys. But yeah, man, that's my big bro, man. Yeah, you see it behind, you see it back there. That's Per right there. You know what I mean?
Classic. Yeah. That nigga kills streets and pieces, nigga.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. That nigga, I remember him going fucking Oil City, him and Cope.
93 was their year, bro.
Yeah.
And there was mad competition on that year too, bro. And everybody was killing, but niggas couldn't keep up with Per and Cope that year.
It was
crazy.
Yeah, man.
So what about this, bro? Because, all right, so now it's GA, NSK, like you said, Bushwick had, you know, like hitters, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I remember Dorf Throwy was like everything to me. And Throwy and AT Throwy, there was a lot of dope throw-ups and shit. KA had a sick throw-up, you know. Pima with the wee-wee, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the Pima, my nigga Stack the Ripper, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Deck, so many
Stack used to always look out for me too. That nigga be like, oh, you know, he would teach me some shit here, there, you know, pull up, yo, GA, do this like this. And, you know, I had a couple of people showing me some shit, you know, Pima taught me a lot. I had people like helping me out, you know, and that's how I got my styles and shit. We all like at show MSD, he put me under the wing. We was doing shit. I took show to his first to Halsey Lab. He didn't even know about Halsey Lab.
Wow.
First year. Yeah.
Well, I never got to meet Show MSD. He was always like another idol of mine and shit. You know, I heard Mad Story, Show Demon Sept. You know, I seen the, you know,
all
the
them
pictures.
MSD kids, I am and all them, bro. I know them since they were little kids. My brother Rad went to school with them, and he used to hang out with them stuff. You know what I mean? He knew all of them, and Rad chilled with, you know, he knew Scuff, he knew all of them guys. You know, yeah, man.
Home team. Yo, I'm proud. Yo, Bushwick is like his own planet, my nigga. And we pump out like top-notch shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But you know, as I got older, bro, I was into making money. My thing was graft, selling drugs, stealing cars. You know what I mean? That was my shit. I used to go fucking rack paint with a stoli, all types of shit. Go to the clubs with a stoli, all types of shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, and let the fans know too, or the supporters. My bad, yo, how the streets were back then. It was not like it is now, bro.
Nah. Right, especially Bushwick. Bushwick is fucking. It's like white right now to me. I want to say, but Bushwick, bro, back in them '80s, bro, that shit was raw, bro, raw. And especially, man, you better go to fuck home. Some of those lights turn fuck on. You better, they turn on, you better run home. Them streets is lethal, boy. Niggas was out there getting you, all types of shit, bro. It was crazy. But I was 14. I was out there selling drugs. I mean, I ran the whole block, everything. Dominicans used to try to come in and try to bully me, bro. We was running them niggas the fuck out. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Yeah, man. Out there wilding the fuck out.
So now, boom. So you was in the train era seriously for a little hot minute, a few years before it ended, right?
Yeah. I started '84, and up to about '87. Up to about '87. Then I got locked up. Did a little murder case. Got locked up. When I came home, it was all about clean trains and shit. All these clean trains. I hit a few clean trains, but it wasn't the same. Them shits really didn't last long. They'll probably run from here to back to the end, and next, if they spotted, they bringing this shit back to the yard, they cleaning it up and shit. So that's when everybody started really hitting the streets hard, you know? Everybody went back to hitting the streets, you know? So I remember I used to walk the streets, bro. I used to just get off the train and anywhere, just randomly get off any stop. And okay, we're going to get off here, and we're going to walk from here to probably like 5 train stations down or whatever. And just, you know, we used to do it like that.
When you was hitting trains, was it to lock down your line? That's what you know, was that the mentality?
Yeah, I mean, again, it was, but then I just started venturing off. Like, I want to hit the L line. I want to hit the C trains. You know, it started off getting the M and the L lines because we had Horsey and we had the M train, and the M yard. So, I mean, we started hitting those, but then we started venturing off. Like, okay, we got this yard. We can go that one. Let's go to the Ghost yard. Let's go to Grant Layup and shit like that. So, you know, and then I met a lot of writers too doing this shit, you know?
But yeah, I was going to ask you that. Like, did you ever ran into anybody like in the tunnels? Like,
oh, yeah. I mean, I robbed a lot of people for painting in tunnels and all that, man. I used to rob mad people. I used to run around with a little rusty ass 32 gun that I got from Arion. Maybe Arion, may he rest in peace. I got, from Arion. I was like, yo, Arion, give me that. You don't need that. So I used to run around with this rusty ass 32. I remember being on Horsey Layer one time, and I'm not gonna say the crew, but they were doing a whole cart banger. And I'm saying, and they had fucking rain reed bags full of paint. And I'm looking at them. I'm looking at everybody climbing up, doing this and that. So I grabbed the bag. And they're looking at me like, shorty, yo, put the bag down. And I'm looking at them like, all right. So they're like, yo. So they come down, and I pull out this little rusty-ass 32. And I don't even point it at them. They just look at it. Them niggas bounce. They was running out to the hatch and everything. I'm like, yo, so I get out. I leave through the train station. I'm walking down Wyckoff Avenue with the bag. I go get IR. I remember getting IR, DY, and these guys, and we go right back. Go right back to the layup. with the paint and start going over everybody's shit. Remember that?
Yo, that's a wild classic shit. What took they paint and went over their shit? Oh man.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish I always wanted to experience that shit, like to go to the layup and kill the trades and all that shit. I never got to, bro. And shit was transferring from trains to streets, like how does streets compare to trains? Is it the same feeling to you?
Nah, I had the more fun doing the trains and shit. Streets is like, I mean, it was a must. You had to, you know, like other people just still recognize you and saying you're still out there, you still got it, you're still bombing. You know what I mean? But the train, it was nothing like the trains, man. Trains was the shit. You know, it was. And then when you in the yard and you got multiple trains, multiple fucking trains just laid up. You running from here to there to the next one to the next one, you know, bro. It was a rush. It was crazy, you know. And then I still got my train keys to this day. I still got my train keys. I got right here. I still have them. You know. Do
you have a favorite train that you hit? Like a favorite shit? Like yo, I did this right here.
That top to bottom I sent you. I mean, that was in 121 layup. Yeah, it had like a little catwalk platform. So that's how I was able to do the top to bottom. But yeah, that shit, bro, that was like one of the best layups too. That and City Hall. City Hall was a banging ass layup too. You had the whole train station. They'll lay up in the whole bandit train station. And a lot of people, I mean, GTF, FN and them guys, they were killing that. That was their shit. GTF crew, that was their shit. Yeah. I remember them, they rolled up on us when we was kids. They rolled up on us. They were like, yo, get out of here. This is our shit. You know? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So now the street shit is out. So now when it comes to NSK, when you made NSK, was it like the mentality like, all right, I'm just gonna put certain niggas down because they kill shit, like we're gonna was it strategic like that?
Nah, really, I kept NSK pretty much low key for, I mean, I know a lot of people. I know thousands of writers. Bro. And I always handpick people to be down with NSK. You know what I mean? I don't put everybody and anybody down with my crew. I don't. I mean, I got like, I want to say 10, 15% of niggas that are down with my crew is writers, and then the rest is just like real fam, you know what I mean? And people be like, they always think, oh, your whole crew is all graffiti writers. Nah, my whole crew is pretty much people I fuck with, you know what I mean? And the 10, 15% is graph writers. Yeah. I don't really fuck with a lot of niggas, you know, and, you know, really trust people like that. I mean, one day you're cool with them, tomorrow you may not be. You know what I mean? So that's how that is, man.
I feel you. So what about this, bro? What's your favorite? Because there's so many parts of Graff, right? Like, and plus you got to experience 2 eras of it, you know? You got to go to train yards, you got to do the streets, you know, rooftops, and everything that comes with it. You know, trucks in the street, all types of shit, right? Boom. What's your favorite? Because everybody knows me. My main shit is catching tags, which is the most basic part of graffiti. Okay. But I just in love with my tags so much that's what I love to do. Just the tags, you know. I might catch a throw once in a while.
When you started, you was killing shit too. I was like, I mean, you know, I know you from young. You know what I mean? I know you from young. And when I started really, I was like, oh shit, SR is serious with it. When I started getting off the train in Queens and getting off the train in fucking Manhattan, I would see an SR, I would smirk. I would be like, that's what's up. That's Bushwick right there, you know. That's Bushwick, nigga, you know. And then when you started really doing the music and all that, I was like, nigga, nice, you know what I mean? So I salute you too, my boy. Word up, you know. You kept Bushwick on the map also. You kept Bushwick on the map.
Yo, that's why I say, yo, salute to everybody from Bushwick. Yo, Jesus saves, fucking, you know, the whole YKK, the whole fucking, like you said, Pima and Stack, those 2 dudes, they helped me too. They were like mentors to me also. Yo, Stack used to let me go and do fill-ins with his scrap paint after he did pieces on the fucking freight trains and shit, you know?
When I was doing one of the poopy trains, one of the poopy pieces trains, I said, one of the poopy pieces, and I remember that coming down the street, and I'm doing some shit. He goes, "Yo, you want me to do this?" And I'm looking at him like, "No, I'm good. I got it." He goes, "No, let me help you." He starts grabbing the paint, and he starts helping, doing detailing himself. Like, all right, like, yeah, get busy. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yep, and Puppet too. Puppet, bro. My cousin, that nigga, another one, man. Another one. You know, I helped him, he helped me. You know? He did characters and I did the letters. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, people don't even know Puppet how much of a legend he is in Bushwick. I remember, chilling with him one night when he was doing the ice cream trucks and shit. He was doing the ice cream trucks, bro, and it was like he was schooling me, nigga. It was classes session, nigga. You heard?
Yeah. Everybody heard of Puppet. Everybody, you know? I was like, and then the whole time I'm like, nigga, I was the one that did the letters. You know, everybody, and he doing the characters. But everybody knew Puppet, though. You know what I mean? Not GA, but everybody knew Puppet.
And, I want to give a shout out to IR, too, because he used to have his shit. I used to look up to his shit, too, when I was young, son. He had his shit on the trains, on the train station.
He became my partner, too. When I linked up with IR, it was over. It was over. Me and him, we did so much shit together, bro. I mean, he damn near almost lived with me in my crib, too. You know, I mean, we killed shit. I remember going to fucking Jose Leo's with Easter clothes on, brand new Easter clothes, and coming back dirty as fuck, bro. My mom's wanted to kill me. You know what I mean? I just want you that. Shit, black as fuck. But yeah, bro, we did mad missions together, man. Salute to that nigga. So like too, man. Bushwick Low Lies, that's us, you know?
Yeah, he's legendary, man. I gotta mention it because if niggas wasn't there, they wasn't there, but they gotta know how niggas like rang bells, be for real, like, and was gave shit for the younger generation to study and want to be like oh shit, you know what I'm saying, like yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just amazing. That's why this is just a mad treat for me, my nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
IR was like, he was like one of my main, and like after IR it was like no other. You know what I mean? It was just me and him for a long time. And like after like, I moved on or whatever, and he got locked up and shit like that. I really didn't have a partner. I used to just pretty much go do my shit by myself, Like that, man.
So now I want to talk about the how did NSK link up with U5? How did that come about?
Well, we all went to Bushwick High School together. Audi, my cousin RTD, it was Niker. So I mean, it was always NSK first. And we was over there, Audi and RTD was like, yo, we got to make up a crew that, for us or whatever. And we came up with a bunch of different crews. And then, I don't know, I think it was Audi came up with U5, United 5. And then we created 5 chapters out of that, So everybody had a chapter, which was like your own crew, you know what I mean? And I wound up getting chapter 4 and I created No Joke Squad. And I mean, everybody, if anybody knew Bushwick, everybody knew GA for one, everybody. I mean, I never rode with, at my age, I always rode with adult dudes, like all the adult drug dealers. Cause remember I used to sell drugs back in the day. So I never dealt with young kids. I always knew all the adult niggas, Melvin, Jonathan, Ed, Filio and all these dudes. You already know, you know what I'm saying? I dealt with them niggas. So anytime anybody had beef, they used to come to me, GA, can you squash this? Or can you tell this person this and that? So I used to rectify the problem for everybody. You know what I mean? I was the one they all came to, GA. You know what I mean? When U5 had beef with MSD, everybody came to me.
All right, wait. Stop right there. I don't want to go too fast because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. All right, because Audi, he's very underrated, just like you are. I think to me, he's mad unique. The tag was fire. The way he wrote it, his throw ups, everything was like outside the box. And then like
his A too. His A was
off the chain, my nigga. Like that shit looked like a Chinese star type. Yo, it was crazy. And then, you know, as a kid, and then you're taking the train to the beach with your parents.
Give me that canvas.
You see the whole A-line ride to the beach. You see there you go. You see classic shit like this. And, oh, man. Audi was a crazy. So when you went to high school with him and he was Audi already? Like he was that Audi?
Yeah, he was Audi already. Yeah. I mean, we had mad fights in Bushwick High School and all that shit too. You know, we was running shit up in there. It was crazy. But yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro. Because Audi, Nash, Koner,
we met those guys later on. We met Nash and Koner, them guys later on. You know, when we used to go to East New York to Art's house, and that's how we ran into some guys. You know, I remember I used to go dealing with cars with Nash too, back in the day. Nash was ill. He was ill with it. You know? Yeah, man.
Yeah, that car shit was deep. My nigga Turk was a car thief.
Yeah. I still with Turk too. And
yeah, that shit was deep in Bushwick, niggas. Oh man.
He used to sell me low gear back in the days too.
Yeah. Yo, I want to shout out motherfucking Skate KOB too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's my boy too. That's my brother's man back in the days. They got caught stealing shit in Woodworth, I remember, and I had to bring both of them niggas home. I picked them up. I had to bring them niggas home. That shit was crazy.
Did you have rack spots in Bushwick for the paint? Like,
I used to go steal testers from what was that, Woodworth? I used to go to Canal Street, take paint, Pergaments, fucking Martin paints, everywhere. Rack mad paint, you know. Yeah, and I never got caught. Thank God, I never did.
Was you like? Did your mom knew? Like she seen you with the paint, you had to sneak out. What happened?
No, none of that. My mom's, bro. My family. I had my mom's, my uncles. They used to work in a sticker factory in Queens, bro. We used to come back home with boxes of stickers, all types of stickers. I used to sell stickers to BSK crew. I remember back in the days, them niggas, they didn't even know me. You know, they would come buy stickers off of me. Yo, I would sell like a sheet 25 cents. You know, I used to sell stickers. Me and RTD was killing it with stickers. You know, yeah.
Who was the funnest person you bomb with? Like, who was the funnest person?
IR, definitely. IR, and he didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. You know, he had my back. I had his back. And, I mean, we never really got into drama. IR got beef. You know, he had gotten into a little time with U5 at one point. You know, he handled his business. Everything got squashed after that, you know. But, yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to shout out Gumby UF, too. He was another nigga, too.
Yeah. He came out a little later, too, though. But, yeah, Gumby, I mean, all the MSD niggas, they all, you know, they salute me, bro. I used to fuck with them niggas, even when they had beef with U5 back in the days. You know what I mean? They all them niggas. They come. I used to walk up and down their block. I saw drugs, bro. They look at me, yo, what's up, GA? This and that. I am all them dudes. You know what I mean? But yeah,
yo, the Gumby.
I don't salute. I am.
The Gumby and Audi beef, that shit was so legendary in my hood, nigga. When I was a kid, the black books, like the black, niggas was drawing the crazy back and forth.
I had a black book. With both of them on it. With both of them. Audi had a piece with like nuts and shit talking about Gumby, and then Gumby had a Gumby character inside. He driving an Audi car. It was crazy. And that was all in my black book.
Oh my, that's
legendary. They were like, you know, one day I'm like, just don't buff each other on my book. You know what I mean? But them niggas, they kept it 100. It was crazy. It was fun.
You still got that book?
I gave it to my son, and on a move, he lost it. But I got the pictures of it. I have the pictures. Yeah, I'll send you the pictures so you can see what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, I would love to see that shit. So that shit was legendary when we were little, son.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But yeah. I mean, then after when I came home back in like 90, right? 90, 91 or whatever, we came home from the '89, right? I was working in this printing place. I wound up creating my own magazine called Graff News Magazine. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. I was doing black and whites, a lot of black and whites, and making it into a book. And I was selling that shit in Soho's and Scrapyard. Before it was called Scrapyard, it was underground, some shit. It was a few
Bomb
different
the
things.
System.
Bomb the system. Yeah.
Yeah.
They was actually across the street from where they was at now.
Yeah. They were across the street. Yep, on the yep, right across the street. Yeah, in the beginning.
I met Nick one, Stash before he passed away. May he rest in peace. Yeah, I mean, I met a lot of people, man, doing that shit. I remember walking in there in the scrapyard, and people from China, they were coming in buying bulk of the book. And then Mark, he was the owner. So he'd be like, yeah, that's the guy who produced the magazine, and got Chinese people. Oh, yo, yeah, you did your magazine, yeah. It was crazy, bro. Yeah,
that's fire. So you got a lot of I see you like memorabilia and shit. I see a cope canvas right there.
Oh shit. Yeah, I got copes. I got TDs, Neos. I got the purr. You can see the purr right there.
Yeah, that's a gem, boy.
I got the purr. I got Audi IR. I got GL. I got DG. Let me take the DG down so you can see the DG. DG is another one.
Rest in peace, DG, man.
DG. Legend. I got Saki up there.
183. Oh shit. I didn't even peep it. Yup.
And next to that little black canvas is Cap.
Cap. Yup.
Yeah. You see it? Yeah. I got some shit. I got some. Yeah. I got AR. I got AR. BSK. I got Pima. I got Wee Wee. WW1 there. Yeah. I got some shit, man. I got some shit.
Shout out to Tech MOB too. He was making noise at 1.2.
Oh yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Tech MOB. Hell yeah. Definitely. That was Rad used to bond with him back in the days. Yeah. So I gave a lot of them niggas passes to come to Bushwick though.
Oh, you're talking shit, dude.
Them niggas had to come to me before anything, yo. For real. I remember Stack telling you. Stack told you. I'm like, yo, you ain't coming killing nothing over here without me knowing. You know what I mean? But I salute the Stacks too, man. For real. But another one too I look up to, bro. I mean, I had beef with back in the days was K8 TKK. But bro, he killed shit. Salute to that man too, bro. I love his shit. His stories I love. I love his stories. Regardless of what, he has some hot shit, you know? Yeah,
that was legendary.
We grown up, man. We grown, so we killed all the bullshit. You know what the fuck? Yeah, he was a legend, man. He was a legend. Him, EI, may EI rest in peace. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Oral, may he rest in peace. Yeah,
Oro,
man.
Bro. He's underrated, Oro, bro.
Yeah. There's a lot of people underrated, man. You know, I'm glad to be here with you talking. You know what I mean?
Likewise, my brother. I appreciate you.
Glad to be here with you. You know, people don't fucking know. We put in a lot of work, man. We put in a lot of fucking work. You know, right now, man, I still love to paint. I paint. You know, I don't really out there killing the streets and shit. I'm over here in Connecticut, but I got bandos. I got train spots, and I mean, I just love to paint. I still with paint in my car. I got over 800 cans over here. I got paint, bro. I got paint for days. You know.
So now I wanna pick your graffiti brain, bro. We gotta know, bro. You gotta talk your shit now. Who's give me like a list of your like top 5 or 10 favorite street bombers that kill shit.
I definitely want to say OE. OE was like one of my favorite. Yeah, hold on. I got a little list of these guys. OE. AR was one of my favorites. Definitely. AR. AT. Definitely. AT. Pizer. Heiser, RE, his boy RE for Kings Only, the main was killing shit. You know? Yeah, man.
Yo, I forgot about D-Main. D-M-A-N-E. The main. He had tags, bro. A lot.
Yeah. D-Main. Wow. Scuff, definitely. Spot. Yeah, man. Wow. FN definitely was one of my favorites too. You know, you look at the train, FN always had them floaters. You know what I mean? Wow. Who else? CS. Definitely.
CFK.
You know, CS was definitely Deck again. Deck, you know, yeah, man. Yeah, Deck, definitely. Who else? YD. Don't forget YD.
YD, Throwy.
YD too.
Nice too. YDEE.
YDEE. Yeah, he's another one. You know, what we got? How many of those? How many we got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You already did. You already surpassed, my nigga. That's a lot of names.
Too. All Y tax crew. Yeah,
all of them niggas. Illsick, Rolly, they all like underrated.
Illsick too, yeah. Illsick, he's another one. Illsick comes out here and paints with me. I get a lot of people that come from out there and they come paint with me all the time. Yeah. Hey, we go upstate New York, anywhere. I invite people and let's go. You know? But yeah.
What about throw-ups? What about throw-ups? Who got the dopest throw-ups?
My favorite throw-ups, my two favorite throw-ups, no lie, is Scuff. I love Scuff shit. It's crazy. I love his style, you know? And who else? I like CS's throwies. I like simple shit too, kind of. FN, I love FN's throwies. FN has a dope ass throwy. Audi, of course. Audi, definitely. Cope, I love Cope stories. Cope, you know, yeah, man. Cope had those stories for years too. They just got cleaner and neater and just dope. They dope. I remember, I got to paint with him like a year or two ago, finally and shit. I mean, cool dude. You know? But who else? Who else got a dope ass story? I like Giz Stowy. I like Dessa Stowy.
Salute.
Yeah. Who else? What we got? We got like 10 now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. I like Neo Stowy.
Neo, N-E-O?
N-E-O, yeah.
Salute to my nigga Neo.
TD boy, yeah. Salute to TD too, man. Salute to TD. I respect him, man. Nigga, them two, forget it. Worldwide. Fuck national. Them niggas worldwide. Them niggas traveling. They really killing it. You know?
Killing.
Yeah, I think that's about it. You know?
Yo, funny story with TD, bro. Like, and it was a crazy spot, like on Saratoga, where the train is at. And I always wanted to hit it, and it was always hot. And then I went one day and I hit it. I did a big, nice fucking white filling, right? So the train could see, nigga. And then 2 days later, TD came and he did a filling right on top of me, bro. The shit was like in 1991 or some shit like that, nigga. And the filling rocked there for mad years. I used to see that shit. I used to be like, oh man, like what the fuck? And shit, yo, that shit
got these nauseous, right? Every time you see this shit got these nauseous, like, fuck, that was me. Fuck. That was my shit.
Yo, son. So now the 90s come and all of these, you know, the next generation starts coming. What are you doing at this point? Are you still in the streets like that, or?
The 90s, I mean, I had to work because I was on parole. I had to work. So, and I was doing the magazine. So that was kind of a way of me still showing I'm still out here, through the Graff magazines. And I mean, not for nothing, when Graff News came out, it was like one of the top 3 magazines that was out. There was no other magazines. It was like top 3 magazines. And I mean, it took off and people were sending me pictures. I had Cope sending me pictures. People from Florida, people from all over sending me pictures so I could put in the magazine, and then I was like, certain people I was putting down with the crew for they could rep out there in their state and whatever. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. But I would do tags here and there, street tags to let people know I'm still out here, Still out here.
Graff magazine shit was is just nostalgic to think about that shit because there was no internet, no nothing. So to get that little piece of Graff on literature, that shit was everything, my nigga.
I got to interview PG. PG was locked up at one point, and I was interviewing him. I would send him letters in jail. He'll send me back a letter. So I did a whole interview, asked him questions like you're doing to me now. And I put him down in there. I did an interview with KRS-One. KRS-One sent me info. Yeah, man. Yeah. It was cool. I did that for Graff News lasted about good 10, 11 years. About good 10, 11 years. I had mad issues, bro. Mad fucking issues of magazines. Wow. And a lot of pictures, mad pictures. Pictures of shit was sending me pictures from all over, bro. All over. Some shit was hot, some shit was like trash. I didn't want to put it in or whatever, but I had mad flicks, bro. Mad flicks. And it's bad that I lost all them pictures. I lost a lot of flicks. I had in storage. Yeah, I had in storage. And I shared my storage with somebody else. And I moved up here. And they lost the storage and all my shit in it.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about shit you would never get back. I had, especially train pictures. I used to fucking be in in train stations, fucking trading pictures with fucking writers and all types of shit, bro. The writer's bench. Let's go over there, take pictures there, and then go with a bunch of pictures. And niggas like, you trade pictures? I was trading pictures. It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
So you went to the writer's bench. Was it a must, like, if you was like a hardcore writer, to go to the writer's bench?
Well, I didn't feel like I was a hardcore writer that much like that. But I used to always travel. That was one thing about me. I always traveled. I did like all my boys wanted to stay in the hood. I was out there going to the fucking the Hall of Fame in 116. I used to go over there and take pictures. I met Vulcan and a lot of fucking tax crew people, and I met a lot of heads through them just taking pictures, and taking pictures of them. And I was everywhere, man. I used to walk. I used to walk a lot, and I always had a camera, always. Bro, I had so much fucking film. It was to the point that I used to be like, damn, it's like, back in the days, film was expensive to develop too. And you have to wait a day or two to fucking get this development and all that, man. That's so much shit.
Do you think it's better now, like when the technological era got into, like, let's say, because when MySpace came out, niggas started throwing out Graff pictures everywhere, and it's like, oh shit, I didn't even know niggas had pictures of
Yeah. A lot of pictures that I find of me now is through other people. I didn't even have. I'm like, I lost this shit, like that top to bottom. And a few stories. One thing about me, when I'm going through Instagram or any Facebook and people are throwing up old school pictures, I start zooming in. I'm like, oh shit, there's a GA there. There's, and I'm finding shit. Like, oh wow, and then I'll like whoever posted, I'm like, but there's a GA right there. I'm letting them know there's a GA right there. That's me. You know what I mean? They're like, oh word.
Was there ever a point where when you first started writing that you got the recognition, like you felt like you started getting the recognition you deserve? Like niggas was like, yo, you killing shit, I see your shit. Like, was there a time?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people was like when I meet people, I'll be like, yeah, I'm GA. And they'd be like, oh, that's you? That's you? Like, I'm like, yeah. They be like, yo, I see you up and such and such. But my real recognition was through Vandal Squad. I remember Vandal Squad used to send me pictures of my shit.
Ooh.
You know, they knew my address and all. They called the crib, right? They could send me pictures like, yo, we know where you at. And they'll write the number of the train, you know, and they'll be like, this is the train you hit. And I'm like, holy shit. So even when that happened, I was just like, let's go even harder. Like, I was never scared. I remember Tom and Jerry. Band was called Tom and Jerry. Them niggas, I remember one time I'm in Horsey Layup. We doing some shit, and I see a flash going off from inside the car. So I was like, was that a flash or am I bugging? And sure enough, them niggas was inside the train taking pictures of us.
Ah.
Yeah. They was over there taking flicks of us. Them niggas, they should be at the end of the platform dressed in fucking like girl dresses and shit, scheming on us. All types of crazy shit, man. Them motherfuckers was bugged out.
You ever got chased by the police out of the layup?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's one of my When we was in 111 layup. It was me, Audi, Ark, and this chick named Divine. I remember we was doing inside, and next thing you know, we hear the door opening. And we looked. It was Vandal Squad and Cops in Blue. We started running cart to cart until we got to the end, and we jumped down. And bro, we was running the whole catwalk, and then I don't know what happened to the bitch Divine. I think she probably got caught. But I was saying it was me, Audi, and Ark. We was running the catwalk, and next thing you know, these motherfuckers they look and they jump onto a roof. They jump on the catwalk onto a roof. I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, yo, sure that nigga. I was like, and I'm looking back, and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are getting close. So I was forced to jump. And I swear to God, when I jumped and I landed on the roof, I must have rolled extra. I was like, just to make sure I was on this motherfucking roof. Yo, and then we ran down the fire escape. We wound up in some bandit building, and we stood in the bandit building for a minute. Yeah, bro. That was like one of my craziest bombing stories. That shit was crazy. That, and then another crazy bombing story. I know you're gonna ask it. We was in Horsey Layup, and we painted. We painted with me, Audi, RTD, a couple of guys. I don't remember the rest, but one of us kicked a spray can under the third rail. Yo, it started sparking. So we was like, oh shit. So at first we were just bugging out like, yo, you see that shit? Next thing you know, the shit blew up. Boom, like a bomb, bro. A bomb. Yo, we ran out of the Horsey Layup, bro, through the station. While we walking down Whitecroft, we hear more boom, boom, and the grids from the sidewalk, the metal grid, smoke coming up from them shits. We were like, yo, we blew up a fucking train or something. It was crazy. But to find out, it was one of the electrical boxes that on the third rail. Yo, that shit was crazy. Yo, I was like, yo, we blew up a fucking train. We just heard boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yo. That shit was dope. We still talk about that shit every time we fucking run into each other, like R2D or something. We were like, yo, remember that shit?
Yo, what? I just want to give Rad a shout out too, because his name was ringing bells in Bushwick too. So I don't know, I just want to make him, let him be aware that, we know.
That's only on the strength of my brother, Bill.
Yo, niggas was ringing bells and shit, bro. What about Asp? Did you ever bomb with Asp?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And GR, Asp and GR. I remember bombing. I remember me Asp too when he was young. He used to be in Ridgewood a lot. He used to be with Deck and them guys once in a while. I remember me and Asp, we had like a friendly battle war with stickers. And he was like, I bet you I can get up more than you on the train. I was like, all right. And remember, I told you I had stickers galore. Bro, it was like nobody had more stickers than me at that time. I kid you not. So I used to just live on the train, bum, 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 bum. And then we bumped into each other in Broadway Myrtle. And I was like, I told him, look, bro, you couldn't fuck with me. He was laughing. He goes, damn. He was like, yo, you got me. I remember that shit. This was back in like probably about 87, 88 around there. Yeah.
And I want to shout out F Boom too, because he did some legendary. Because back in the day, there was a kid that used to write Rob in Bushwick, R-O-B, and he was killing shit, and then he tragically died.
Right. I remember I seen a piece, Rob and F Boom. There was a Rob and F Boom. What was that on Wilson Avenue, I believe, something like that. Wilson and Murder.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember. I don't know Rob. I didn't know who he was. I knew F Boom at the time. Yeah, shout out to F Boom and Hops, bro. There's another one. So some niggas, they kill it, bro. Salute to them guys. You know, man. They came up and they did some shit, and it wasn't like I didn't even see them do throws, but they always had pieces. You know,
going through the schoolyards and all the spots. Yeah.
I never seen an F Boom throwy really like that, or a hot throwy. I just seen pieces. Them niggas just doing earners and shit. That's like him, and then Show. Show was another one. Like he started doing pieces. Like you didn't, you know. I was like, okay. So I remember Show did a piece for me one time too. Some silvers and shit on and 383, not 383, 291. 291. That wall where the fire performance that in there. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's still there, but yeah. But I remember Joe did some shit for me. Yeah. He did some shit for IR. And he was another one. Yo, I'll do it for you. Like, all right. But yeah, Show was my big inspiration too, man. For real. I mean, me and Show, we did some shit together too, bro. That, bro, I can't even talk about it on here, bro. We did some shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. It was crazy.
So you knew Sept and Deem also then?
Yeah. I met Sept used to always be with Show at the time. I think that was his cousin or something like that. Yeah, and then when Show really started killing the M yard, that's when I met Dean, Poet. I think it was BL. Yeah.
Salute my nigga Poet too, so he don't get no pride. He been around, kid.
Yeah, Poet. Yeah, man. Definitely. Yeah. He used to go to my rooftop too and take pictures off of my rooftop on Grove. Yeah.
Wow.
He used to come chill, take pictures. Yeah. Not Poet. Whatever was his name? Poez. Poez. Poez, yeah. Yeah. He's a DJ now. He does techno and all that shit. Yeah. Salute to that man too, man. I met him back in the days also. He'd be on my rooftop.
So then now when Show passed away and then it got like passed to IM and shit, and then other niggas like Smug, rest in peace Smug, they were killing streets, bro. Like GI, Smug, New, Sha, Stez and Phono.
And Gumby was traveling, going with them niggas. Yeah. It was always running around with Gumby. Yeah.
Niggas was putting on for the sound, kid.
Yeah. Those are all my brother's boys back in the day. My brother went to school with all of them guys, you know? So they'll come through Grove and chill with Graff for a little bit, talk this shit, whatever. And every time they see me, what up, GA? You know, they salute me and all that shit. Yeah, man.
I want to salute SA and RW. They had a run too. SA and RW. They did mad feelings. Like, yeah. SA and RW.
Which one?
SATMP and RW.
Oh yeah. TMP. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Niggas, they was even catching trains at one point. Yeah. They caught some trains. They caught some late in the game, but they got to hit some. Yep. And what was the other dude too? EMP? I'm an M?
EMP? Nah.
EMP, yeah. He was bombing with Tur. I'm a Tur, TER.
Yeah, Tur. Rest in peace.
Yeah. He was bombing with Tur for a minute. And they caught some trains back in the days. Tur used to live right across the street from me too. painted with him once in a while.
Yeah. Those are that's throwback. Tur, you said Tur. Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, bro.
I remember my other three niggas too was getting busy at one point. Fury, Tox, and Rage.
Yeah. I was gonna say Tox too. Tox, and Rage. They were doing a lot of streets though. They were killing the streets.
Yes.
And I remember after he killed shit, he was gone for a minute. And next thing you know, I seen him again. Like he was destroying shit again. I was like, oh, this motherfucker back out again. I was like, that's what's up. Yeah, and then I ran into him. We were sort of like, yo, I'll see you back out. Last time I seen him, he was up in the BX. I was like, that's you? And you could tell his hand style. You know what I mean? You could tell his hand style. I was like, yo, I see you, boy. Yeah, he's nice. Yep.
What about fucking Ever too, my nigga Ever, another Bushwick legend, nigga. That's an all city king right there, nigga.
Yeah. I know Ever and Era and Papa. Them niggas. Yeah, Papa want to come out here and kill shit too. I told him whenever you're ready, come out, let me know. I'll get on the hood. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, you know. Papa's cool as dude, but Ever, I know Ever when he was young also. You know?
Yeah, we all used to talk about your shit, nigga. We all used to be, I remember the first time I met you and shit, I was like, yo, shit. They were like, yo, that's GA. And then you was like, yeah, I'm King GA. And you gave me the hand, nigga. I was like, oh, shit. I was mad young. I was like, oh, shit, I just met GA. That's crazy. Yo, that was crazy. You was with NSK.
Yeah, he was my partner, too, for a minute. We used to DJ together, me and NSK. We used to DJ together. And Steel Cars, too. Yeah. Little man for a minute. Forgot about that. DY, all of them DY. Jokey, FA.
Yo, DY went on a run. TNG, right? DY TNG. Yo, him, Rovo, and BU.
Yeah.
They went crazy for a minute.
Those are my cousins.
Twins.
Yeah. Those are my cousins. Yeah.
Yo, they had a run.
Yeah, they did. And this too. This kind of run too. Killing it.
Yup. Shout out to D-Rock and LY. D-Rock and LY too on the other hood, you know what I'm saying? Niggas around the hood doing their thing.
Yeah, LY too, man. Yeah.
How do you feel about graffiti now? Like the way it is now?
I still like it. I mean, I'm a graph writer, man. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, some of it's watered down, depending on who you are, you know. But I mean, I like. That dude Nero, I see him killing it. You know, every time I come into New York and I'm coming over by the Brooklyn and all that, yo, he got it. That dude Nero, I don't know him personally, but I see him up. He's doing his thing. He definitely, from back then to now, he's everywhere too. I see him in the Bronx. I see him when I go into Bushwick. I see him in Bushwick, like by the Bushwick Collective shit. I'm like, this motherfucker all over the place. He came here. He hangs out with. He knows my boy Riff. He looks at my boy Riff. He's down with me, NSK. He grew up with TD, so TD comes and checks him, and Riff drives him around, and they destroy the fucking hood. You know, him and Nero. Yeah.
But right now,
regardless of what, man. Regardless, I mean, it's in my blood, and I'm gonna love this shit until I die, bro. You know, I keep painting my car. I don't really hit the streets like that, but once in a while I get that itch and I'm driving and sometimes it's late and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that's a good spot to hit. So I'll fucking just park my shit, pull out the can, bust that shit and then keep it pushing, you know what I mean? A lot of people out here like, yo, I see you up a lot out here and I don't feel like I'm up a lot out here. But, you know, I mean, I got a lot of pieces out here, though. I got a lot of pieces.
Now, I was going to ask you, like, if you still got the rider's eye. So if you're, like, stopping at a light and you could see, like, oh, that's a rooftop right there. Oh, do you still got that eye?
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, how I'm going to get there. How I'm going to get up that shit. And I'll find a way. I got, like I said, bro, we got spots. Come through, come down. I got you. I got you. I mean,
shit, I'll catch a spot. Shit, I love to catch a spot anytime, nigga. But right now in New York, just going crazy with the rappel.
Yeah, here too. I got this kid Sketch. I think he's from New York also, but he lives in Mass now. Sketch killing it out here with them pellet shits. I'll be like, salute to them niggas. I ain't fucking with that. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking with that, nigga. I keep my little ass on the ground, my 2 feet on the ground. That's it. You know what I mean? I look it up and I see, and my boy SL, he's down with me too. And bro, I'll be like, bro, y'all crazy. And I'll be on the highway and I'll just see SR NSK. And I'm like, I shake my head and smile like, yo, that's what's up. But you ain't catching me doing that shit. Maybe back in the day you would have. Now I ain't fucking with that shit. Too old. I want to live a little bit longer. You know?
Word. But yo, that shit is amazing though, son. Niggas is doing amazing shit. Like niggas said, the kid Zoot out here, he got everything smashed. He's the king right now. Zoot, EXR and the nigga Words, they got so many rappel buildings everywhere. Notice.
I seen that up out there too. Yeah. I seen them up in Harlem. I seen him up in Harlem on one of those rappel shits. Nice too. I'm like, all right, but man, you ain't catching me. You ain't catching me doing that shit.
Me personally, my favorite part of bombing is just street bombing and going and hitting as much blocks as I could and spots that would, so that's where I keep that's how my name, it's easy for me because, I just, every day I cop a tag here, there, and you just stay relevant because your shit is always floating around everywhere you go.
Are you still bombing? You still bomb?
I catch tags I carry paint in all my cars. I got fucking, pilots in my pockets, all types of shit, and it just be like, everywhere I go, if I could, I just bust it. You know what I mean?
But do you bomb as hard as you used to now, right?
Oh, no. It's not like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to smash this whole train line right here tonight. Nah, I haven't done that in like 10 years, at least 10 years.
You like me. Once in a while, I'll be like, I catch that itch and I'm going to hit that. Like I just did some shit the other day. I did a piece for a smoke shop. And I was like, and I'm telling my boy, yo, let's pull up. They just closed this movie theater down. They boarded it up. And we went and just smashed it. We just smashed this shit. I was like, yo, let's hit that shit before anybody else hits that shit. We just hit. It's a live avenue, too. I'm talking about cars and buses and everything going. I was like, fuck it. Let's do it. I was like, yo, we're doing this shit New York style back in, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to catch a spot together, some back-to-back fills somewhere, my nigga.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got you up in one of my books, too. I got shit from you, too. I got some shit from you. Let me look for it real quickie. I got this book, bro. I got this book right here. I'm talking about, I got like anybody who's popping a few years back is up in this book. Some dude wanted to buy this book off of me for like $400 one time. I was like, nah, bro. I mean, I got Kes 5 up in here. I got Purr up in here. I got some legends right there.
Oh shit! Nice. That's a sticker or?
No, you took it back on the book.
That's on the book.
Yeah.
Nah, because that shit came out pretty nice and popping. I was like, oh, I thought that shit was a sticker. Yo, my shit look too neat.
Yo, hey, look, VY. You know what I mean?
Legendary, bro.
I got heads up in here, bro. Look, RY, Poet.
Legends Poet, yo.
I got some shit, man. Yeah, bro. I got FN up in here, Natch. I got Deck, CS. Well, look, FN IR.
Yo, he had like the under the window spot. He used to have that too.
Look.
Kez, rest in peace, bro.
You know what I mean? I got motherfuckers up in here. I got a lot of heads that keep going. I got a couple.
Salute my name, bro.
EK, no. Ups, bro. Yeah, man. I got some shit. I got fucking Tracy 168 up in here. A1.
Salute my nigga A1s, nigga. He's underrated too.
Nigga Dover.
Rest in peace, my nigga Dover, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember I did a Dover tattoo on him. Yo, he's the funniest motherfucker in the world, yo. It was crazy. Had that nigga crying. He's like, yo, shit. He was in my crib. It was funny as fuck. That's I got Bio, Nicer. Oh, yeah, bro. JRC.
Salute. That's another nigga right there. JRC, son.
10-4.
Salute. 10-4.
Yo, niggas wanted to buy this book off of me, bro. Look at TD. Osby.
Salute my nigga Osby.
AC, my nigga AC. That's for me.
BSK.
That's right. Got heads in here, man. Got some motherfucking look. Look at this puppet.
Ooh, he killed everybody real quick.
Real quick, right? Yeah, man. I got Catch, Hopper, Catch.
Yeah, salute my nigga Catch and Hopper. Yo, I'm happy to be in that book. Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Niggas wanted to buy. They wanted to give me $400 for this shit. I was like, nah. Look, Era. Me?
U2K, nigga.
Head, bro. Yo, I used to have motherfuckers talking about, yo, let me get up in that book. And if it was nobody, I was like, nah, not this book. They'd be like, why not? Not this book. I'll give them another book. Yeah, you can write in this book, but not this book. You know what I mean? Look, Fog.
501.
Hey, bro.
What about Sony and Slick? You know Sony and Slick, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
The real deal, nigga. That nigga right now he's doing mad blockbusters everywhere right now. Do you know that in the streets, nigga?
I know. He's always been. Look, there go my legend nigga right here.
Yo,
this and main nigga I looked up to. AR,
is so brolic, my nigga.
Yeah. Especially back then, man. Salute to his brother RT, bro. Burr it up. Yeah, man. And it's crazy because, like, I always wanted to meet these guys when I was younger. And it took up to now to meet them. And when I fucking met AR and RT, I was like a kid all over again. I must have been like, yo, you're my favorite. You know, I'm your idol. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it was crazy. I was like a kid all over. I was like, yo, always wanted to meet you, bro. And then we painted together. We did a piece together. Me, RT, AR. I brought them to the bandos, and we did some shit. You know? Now, the whole time we were painting, I was just like, yo, tell them stories and this and that. And, bro, I love them guys, bro. My boys.
Yeah, and they don't even know how legendary they really are. So like that A is retarded, nigga. There's never gonna be another A like that, nigga.
Nah. At first, I didn't even know it was a name, but it was just so fucking crazy. It was just so crazy that I was just like, and then the character inside the face and shit, it was just like boom. And he used to do a lot of silvers in the hood with some fat caps and shit. I was like, yo, like whatever that shit is crazy. Then I started noticing when I was doing the trains, it was the AR, you know, and then you see the R, and then he used to write the AR BSK. So that's how I knew. Yo, man. And then OE, another OE and P13. Killing it, you know.
So they from Bushwick? They're from Bushwick or?
Who, OE? OE's, I think he's from Williamsburg. Williamsburg. Yeah. Yeah, I know P13. I met P13 years back. You know, but yeah, man. I never got to meet OE though. I got to meet his daughter. His daughter was trying to sell me some canvases, you know. But I was like, I never met OE personally.
What about Gano? Remember, he used to have the top of the gates, Cano, Gano, with the skinny cap.
I know Gano too. Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
Son, he was another one.
Yeah, and big too. Big Ganos all over. Yeah. killing it. You throwing a lot of throwbacks, yo. You remember these guys more than I do. You know what I mean?
Nah, these were the niggas. I'm like, holy shit, like, you know what I mean? Yo, son, because I already knew AR, because the way I knew AR BSK is because in 123, I used to go to 123, and he had a throwy in the schoolyard on the fence. Like, it was like there was a gate, and then a fence behind it. So even if you paint the gate, you can still see it on the fence behind it. So he had that shit rocking for a long time, and I used to be like, damn.
Remember Kabubi?
Of course, CGK, nigga.
CGK, yeah.
Come on, bro. Kaboo. He's the first. Yo, I seen him. He's the first nigga I seen letting off shots, nigga. I'm walking a fucking 162. I'm fucking 6th grade, nigga, and the nigga came out the building licking shots, bang bang at the car.
Yeah.
The car, you know,
I remember he wanted me to fight somebody for him. I was like, all right. Went to Butcher Thought Park. With his dad. I don't want to say his name, but because he passed away, but we'll leave it as that.
Wow, Kabubi. That's an old throwback name, son. CGK.
Too, yeah. CGK. I remember we used to go to what was that school? Grover Cleveland.
Yeah, Grover Cleveland.
Yeah, in the back, and fucking the bleachers back there, and just chill, have meetings and shit. Yeah, Kabubi.
Yeah, that was we did, because we went to the schoolyard because Mad Riders was meeting up there, and when we went, some nigga was doing a giant piece, and it was the same shit. It was just one dude by himself, and he had mad paint on the floor. He was just doing a piece, and my man Orv just picked up one of his cans and started rocking a filling right on top of his piece while he's doing the piece. So the nigga just ran. He just ran and left the paint and shit. And we was all laughing, you know, we was rocking fillings and shit. I love shit like that.
Yeah, but I got into the music too. I got into adult entertainment shit. I got into a lot of shit.
But how did it go from to the music, from the magazine to the music?
No, I've always been into music since I was a little kid. My father, he was actually a DJ. I mean, since I was a little kid, he used to DJ in Prospect Park, roller skating rink, and shit like that. And I wound up getting all his hand-me-down vinyls and shit. I'm talking about, I had like 25 crates of vinyls at one point through him. I mean, it was like I had all the first hip-hops that first came out, like fucking all the Run DMCs and fucking Curtis Blows and fucking Grandmaster Flash and all them old shits, you know. And I used to DJ. I still king. Yeah, a lot of shit. So, I mean, I used to always just play music. And then when I became a drug dealer and I was able to afford my own DJ equipment, I bought like hot shit, big speakers and all that shit. Motherfuckers know me. If I used to put my speaker, I used to have 215. I used to have that shit in my window. And like all of Myrtle Avenue used to people walk by and they hear my shit. And you look, motherfuckers dancing while they walking by, you know what I mean? So everybody think I remember you used to play music out your window and such and such. Yeah, bro. But I mean, I DJ'd in a couple of spots and shit. I met a fucking couple of house music people and shit, like Cynthia and, you know, a couple of other people. Johnny O, I know John, I know Noel. I've been around, bro. Everything I did, I rung bells in it, you know what I mean? I was just making sure nigga, you hear me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember going to the early clubs and shit. Niggas was promoting JR. Remember those days and shit? Yo, that was crazy.
Yeah. We used to even throw house parties. We used to have flyers just to throw house parties in Puppet's crib and shit like that. One time we threw a bunch of flyers and we woke up and we seen police already posted up in front of the crib. Like, you ain't throwing a party tonight. I'm like, what? Yeah, yo.
Niggas got the flyer.
Yeah. We had Tony Touch playing for us a few times and come up. We were promoting clubs. I mean, not clubs, bars in Williamsburg. We had a few bars in Williamsburg, and we hired Tony Touch and shit to play. Yeah, it was cool. Salute to Tony Touch, man.
Legend, baby.
You was in one of his one of his things, right?
Yeah, I was on the 50 MCs, man. Right. You know, he gave me my first shot, and that shit opened up mad doors for me, man. Salute to Tony Touch, bro, and shit. So the nigga, me and my boy Raff at the time and shit, we had a song called Super Hoes and shit, and we performed that shit in a club, and Tony Touch was DJing, so we blew it up, and the nigga was like, "Yo, I like your shit. I'm doing a tape," but he was like, "If you want to be on the tape, you gotta battle my boy." So after the club, the whole club was outside and we're battling, my nigga, for like mad long. And he said, "Yo, I want you on the tape." He said, "I'm gonna come scoop you." That was in the winter. 6 months later, that nigga pulls up on my block randomly with Cannabis, Mad Lion, and Killer Priest. He's like, "Yo, what's up? You ready?" I'm like, "Let's go." And we jump. And yo, that was a classic night, bro. Salute to Tony Touch, bro.
Yeah, man. That was like, we did some shit. Rad did some shit, and I had popcorn, Demek, and Art, and we did some shit. And that dude, PF Cutting. He heard our shit, and he loved it so much. He was like, "Yo, I need y'all to do a intro on my shit for us." And we did some shit with that track called "Whoa," right? Was it "Whoa"? With Black Rock. Black Rock. We did some shit, yeah, and he loved it, bro. We killed it. But we did a lot of clubs too, man. We did a lot of clubs back in the days also. And it was just like I DJ'd, but I didn't know engineering shit. You know what I mean? So it was like all a new learning experience for me. But bro, I was in the studio when fucking Gangstar got shot. You know what I mean? 78, 88 studios. We walking in, he's walking out. He said, "What's up to us?" And I was like, "Oh shit, Gangstar, Guru." And next you know, we in our session, and then the owner runs back in like 5 minutes later. "Yo, Guru just got shot outside sunset." It was crazy, yo. Like what? So I mean, I got to work with Prodigy and Havoc. Did some shit. I did some shit with KRS-One. I did shit with fucking Coogee Rap. You know, and Coogee Rap was my favorite rapper back in the day. I love Coogee Rap. He was my favorite. You know, and we was in Sony Studios. We was in Sony Studios doing some shit. You know, and I had an artista named Carmen. He sung the hook. And before that, Nick One, I tagged Nick One. He had his sister doing some shit for Coogee Rap, and Coogee Rap didn't like it. He was like, "Nah, I'm not feeling it. Whatever." He said, "Bring in my artist," and she killed it for him. He loved it. You know. Yeah, man.
Coogee Rap is that nigga, son. I don't give a fuck.
He was one of my best storyteller rappers, bro. Him, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, you know, and Rakim. Those were my favorite back then. You know?
Mine too. And Slick Rick for me, you know. That's where I got my whole tag from. You know, Slick Rick, I saw.
Yeah. Okay. Heard that though. Oh yeah.
What is your favorite like moment with the music or accomplishment?
It was just all a learning experience, man. My favorite was when I see my guy just performing, opening up for people and shit, you know, and I felt like I accomplished, you know, I accomplished what I set out to do, you know. That was it. I mean, killing the freestyle, that shit went Terror Squad. Yeah, we had him and my boy Jazz battling fucking Cuban Links, tearing Cuban Links up, you know? Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, yeah,
you
man.
You got him. He got him.
Yeah, got him. Yeah.
Yes.
And we did some tracks for Cuban Links, but you know, he was acting a little too cocky, so I didn't want to keep fucking with him, you know. He was just, yeah. But I mean, yeah, man. All the learning experience. It was crazy because at one point, like, I didn't know how to engineer. And I'm just there. I sit for a whole year or so. I'm sitting behind the engineer. And then I was like, at one point, I was like, "Yo, let me sit there and you sit behind me." You know? And he was like, "What?" And I started engineering and doing shit and making beats and samples and this and that. And he was like, "Bro." I'm like, "Bro, I was sitting here for a whole fucking year watching you." You know, and the shit that I didn't know, he'll reach over and do it for me, you know? But yeah, made massive tracks, bro. Massive tracks, you know? But yeah, it was just me happy watching my peoples, you know, getting busy and doing shit, you know?
Do you still make beats or anything like that?
Nah, not really. I don't got no equipment, but I want to get back into it. I got a spare room. I just built my house here, and I want to get all the equipment and shit, back in. But this guy, he still does his thing. He got his shit,
Let's go, Rad. Let's go. I want to hear some shit.
He got some shit. He just outside. He got some shit. He's good, man. I mean, he's still working. And we all just do it for the fun of it too,
Yeah, it's for the love of the art, my nigga.
Yeah. Like we was gonna get signed with Def Jam, but I didn't like the deal. I didn't like the deal they were trying to give us, and it was like
mentally they
wanted us basically to fucking sit back and wait to talking about wait till it's time. Nigga, our time is now. That's what I was saying. You know what I mean? At the time, I'm like, our time is now, not 3-4 years from now, And I was like, nah, I ain't signing the contract. But it was all a learning experience. I had fun. We was in Pugmaster Flex record pool. We got vinyls. I got vinyls here too. All types of shit. We put in a lot of work, man. A lot of work.
So who you listening to now? Do you listen to any of the new rap ever?
Somewhat. I mean, there's so much new motherfuckers right now. Everybody's a rapper too. But I'll be out cool. I like what's that fucking kid's name? I forgot half of these guys. I still listen to a lot of old school shit too. I'd rather listen to old school shit really.
I'm stuck in the 90s, nigga. I be listening to the 90s and shit.
Yeah.
So.
There's too many. Like my younger cousin, he's always playing all this crazy shit. I'm just like, who the fuck is that? And then tomorrow he got a whole different this. I'm like, I can't keep up with it no more. Can't keep up with it. It's so much. I mean, some of it sounds cool too, but some of that, like, I don't know, some of it, like, you can't really understand what the fuck they saying. Like, they mumbling and shit like that. I hate mumble rap shit, I'm like, bro, like, these guys will tell you, when I used to be in the studio, and, they be like, oh, yeah, we killed it. I'm like, no, that shit sounded like trash. Go back in the booth. They looking at me like, what? And they say, hate me. Go back in the motherfucking booth. It didn't sound good to me. And so that just sounded crisp and clear and perfect. All right, now you can celebrate. For real. They say hate me.
Nah, for sure. Fucking, but I just feel like the art of storytelling and like witty shit is like deteriorating fast, nigga, because ain't nobody.
Everybody's a gangster. Everybody got beef with each other now. It's like, especially that, like, them Chicago motherfuckers, they beefing with everybody. I'm like, bro. When you already rapped about that shit already. You said that, like 10 songs already. Talk about signing up, I'm sure you ain't a killer no more. You're a fucking rapper. You're doing this and that. Stop, talk about what the fuck you doing now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess it's just like everything else, like the negativity sells and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I like a lot of the tracks. Don't get me wrong. The beat fire. Be fire. But just some of that mumble rap shit, like, I don't know what the fuck you saying. Change that shit. I
don't know. I just need like some Mobb Deep and some Wu-Tang and some Nas shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I listen to Jay-Z still, all that dope shit back in.
I'm going to send you something.
He said he's going to send you something.
Send me something. Please, I'll promote.
He got a couple of YouTube shit also, right? Got a couple of YouTube shits called Rotten Apple Rag. He just did some shit for me. He just rapped some shit for me. I'm not a rapper, but he did some shit for me. Like if it was me and shit. I got this little cartoon coming out. So putting it together. Yeah, putting it together like a whole minute long bit. And he got it on YouTube also already. Yeah.
So you just it's an all-around art thing. See, it's just not graffiti. It's just when you're just an artist. Artist is not just writing. It's everything. It's sound, movement, vision. Everything.
Right. I mean, hip hop is everything. Breakdancing, graffiti. Everything, man. Music, and that's all I'm about. I used to breakdance too back in the day. I did it all. Bro. I used to sit there and pop shit and do shit, Yeah, man. Yeah. The trophies, I came out in newspapers and shit like that. Yeah.
That's a fact, yo. I feel like we should do like a videograph type shit for all the Bushwick legends that we all mentioned through all the generations. We should do like a videograph with them niggas, B.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. We should. That should be dope. A real track for that. Oh yeah. Mention all these fucking right do it track too. Yeah, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That's fine. We got to try to set some shit up, man. We got to do something. I definitely want to catch a spot with you, my nigga. So when you were coming out to New York or whatever, you just let me know, nigga.
Yeah. Well, I don't really hit Bushwick too much. I'll be in the Bronx a lot 'cause I got a little seed out there, little 10-year-old. I go see him and then always rush back home, you know. But I'll be in Bushwick, especially, huh?
I'll go and meet you out in the BX, nigga. Let me know.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll go out there like when the Bushwick Collective shit. I always represent and go over there for sure. You know what I mean? Always. Like,
yeah, I'm definitely there.
Sometimes going to Bushwick, sometimes it's just like not for nothing. It's like, do I want to go to Bushwick? I always rep Bushwick. Always. I'm like Bushwick home base to me. Always. But sometimes it's like, do I want to go to Bushwick? Sometimes I just like, every time I go to Bushwick, it's like a lot of reminiscent shit, you know, a lot of good shit, bad shit, you know, I did. And so I sometimes try to just stay away from it, you know. But Bushwick, I always rep Bushwick, no matter what, you know what I mean? Niggas way from Brooklyn, Bushwick, you know, and then it's like, oh, okay, always. But it's like, do I want to go to Bushwick? You know what I mean? Like, I did a lot of dirt in Bushwick, man. A lot of dirt, you know, and I was young. You know, a lot of this shit is like, I regret doing, you know, but hey, we live and learn. We live and learn, man. We get older, you know, and sometimes I wish, you know, I didn't do certain shit, you know, but hey, it's a learning experience, man.
Definitely is. And the way we grew up.
I'm just glad I'm still alive and I'm here, you know what I mean?
What is the last thing you want people, or the most thing you want people to think about when they hear your name, like your legacy? What do you want people to know about you?
I'm just a cool motherfucker. You could come up to me and say, what's up? You know, and I mean, some people like back in days, like not even that much, not even that far back, like people I had beef with would be like, they'd be scared to even come up to me and be like, yo, I remember I had beef with you, bro. That shit was back in the fucking 80s. You know what I mean? We had beef. You know what I mean? I'll reach out my hand, yo, we good, bro. We good. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, back in the days, I was fighting everybody and anybody. I was down for bullshit. I was down with any bullshit, any smokers, whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't win every battle, but I gave it to a lot of heads. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you're going to know. You're going to hear me. You know what I mean? But now it's just like, yo, I love you, bro. Yo, that was back in the days. We could talk about it. You know, we cool. Let's paint or, you know, whatever. You know? That's it, man. We out here. We still alive. We still walking. We breathing. You know? Fuck with that old school bullshit. You know? Yeah, man.
Is there anything else you want to like plug or anything before we get out of here?
Well, I mean, I'm still painting. I got merch. I do canvases. I got shirts. I got pins. I got sticker packs. You know?
How do they get the merch?
Oh, hit me up on Mr. G71. You know, hit me up, text me, DM me, whatever you want. You know, and we talk from there. Definitely, man. I had some shit for you for a long time, but you know, it's hard for you to get through to you sometimes. I was like, okay, this is what I saw. You know what I mean? Like, let me know. I got you.
I'll hit you up. I definitely get a million DMs from all types of people and writers.
I know. You're a businessman. You're a superstar right now,
That's
bro.
Right,
you got your thing going on. And I respect you, bro. Trust me, I respect you and I respect what you're doing. You know what I mean? This is a great outlet for a lot of heads, you know, for the old school, for the new up and coming, the niggas that are killing it right now. I salute all of y'all, bro. Just keep doing your shit. You know, don't let that stop you. If this is what you like to do, continue doing it. Just be careful. You know, fuck with that beef shit, you know, going over everybody. Yo, move the fuck over. There's space for everybody. You know what I mean? There's space for everybody, man. And I'm tired of hearing people getting stabbed and shot and this and that, bro. You know, I mean, even though we were doing it back in the days, but bro, I'm old now, so I don't like to hear it, man. You know, like damn, you know, and it's not worth it. It's not really worth it. You know, bro, these knuckles right here, they'll tell you, bro. You know, I got scars and, you know, but fuck it. We live and learn, bro. And, you know, and we just got to keep people letting them know, you know, there's a better way. But just keep bombing, man. Just bomb. Your shit. Either you like to bomb or you like to peace or whatever, just continue doing it. If that's your thing, just keep doing it, man.
Words from a true legend. You heard? Motherfucking GA NSK, man. Yo, we fucking salute every fucking move that you make and we support you, my nigga. You are a very important part of our history and culture. And this is the reason why I do this show, to have conversations with people just like you. You heard?
Man, I appreciate you too, for real. Salute to you, nigga. And you continue doing what you do. Do this, bro. This is like one of the best fucking outlets right now got going on with this Graff shit. You got it going on, you know? Salute to you, bro.
Yo, rad, man. Send me that shit. I will promote anything that you fucking touch. You heard, my nigga? Just holla at me.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to my kids, bro. Spyro, Lucas, daughter Raven, my fam, my brother right here. You know, my mom, man. You know, AT. Definitely salute AT. AR, RT. My boys Rip, you know, my NSK family, Spy, you know, Vito. I mean, whoever I miss, man, you know, salute you anyway. You know what it is, bro. You know? Yeah.
Big love and salute, my brother. Thank you again for blessing Graff Champs. Yo, that was big GA.